Well, I'll tell you something. We made a meal of it. We certainly did make a meal of it. But you know what? It's Rangers. What do you expect? What do you expect? Do you think they're going to let you have a nice, comfortable night where you can sit back, enjoy the football, and just relax and enjoy? Of course, you can't. This is Glasgow Rangers. We don't do it easy. We don't do it normally. We love to cause heart attacks. We love to cause palpitations, and we love to keep it going until the very last minute, just to keep it interesting. Of course, in the matter of sportsmanship. Guys, can we just finish a game off, please? Sometime, just once. Put them away. Put them away. Welcome to Glasgow Rangers Nation. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Obviously, whenever you're picking up this video, thank you so much for choosing to watch your daily news channel here. If you want to subscribe, it would be fantastic, guys, to help us get towards our 4K target by the end of the year. My aim is to build this channel as big and as huge as possible, to always share the love of the greatest team in the world, Glasgow Rangers. Well, team, let's start at the start and end at the end. Always the best. Start at the start, build it up, come to a what's the word? Build up and then come to a climax. And although that probably would fit with what we're talking about on the live stream last night. Anyway, team from last night, two changes from the team that played against St Mirren. Team from last night, though: Butland, Tavernier, Goldson, Balogun, Ridvan coming in place of the injured Borna Barasic. We've got an update on Borna's injury later in the video, so hang on for that. Lundstrom, Lawrence, the same as it was on Saturday, on Sunday even, in front of the back four, with then McCausden wide right, Seymour wide left, Canwell in the 10 role, and Danilo coming in for Dessers. The bench today: McCrory, Suter, Dessers, Lammers, Cifuentes, Matondo, Sterling, Roof, and Davis. Again, interestingly, despite the manager's comments about him working to his maximum in training, no place for Kieran Dowell in the matchday squad, not even on the bench. Now, this I think gives even more credence to the rumours that are coming out of the club that Kieran has been told to find himself a new club. We have got a lack of options in that area. After tonight and the injury to Tom Lawrence, more of that to come, we have an even bigger dearth of options now in that centre midfield role. Does Dowell come back in for Saturday? It'll be really interesting. I think if Dowell is not even in the matchday squad on Saturday, given the fact that we are now without Jack, without Raskin, and probably without Tom Lawrence for some period of time, it would tell a big story that he would not even be involved at all. So, Tom Lawrence, let's talk a little bit of Tom. I've got absolutely no doubt in my mind that Tom Lawrence is a very good football player. He is a very skilled football player. He has an eye for a goal. He has got an eye for a pass. He works exceptionally hard. He is a box-to-box. He is a good player. And I think, he could be someone who could have made that number 8 role his own. He certainly is very talented. And we saw at the start of last season, before he got injured, how good he was. We've seen in flashes this season how good a player he is. But one massive concern I am now developing about a player I think is, look, don't get me wrong. I think Tom Lawrence is fabulous. I love Tom Lawrence. He's a good player. Definitely would be in my starting lineup. But this injury thing with Tom is getting to be a real concern now. He appears to pick up injuries really easily. And it seems that he comes back into the team. He starts to build towards his match fitness. And then he gets injured again and has to be out. And look, Philippe Clement spoke about that injury post-match. He said that they would assess it today, and probably more news later today on what the situation is with Lawrence. It is a calf problem. He went down untouched, holding his calf. It is a muscle problem. And Philippe Clement again talked about his frustration with the number of injuries that he's sustaining and how he's not used to it. But he did kind of put that down as well to the fact that he hasn't been allowed to work with the players and train with the players perhaps as much as he would like at the moment, because of the fact we do seem to have a game every couple of days. And he says most training sessions are just recovery sessions and little sessions where they're doing little bits and pieces towards the game. There's very little of anything else going on because of the closeness and proximity of fixtures. And again, that will be the case going into the Dundee game. And so, Tom getting injured is another huge concern. He's going to be out probably again for a couple of weeks, and again we're going to be without him, and again it's another injury after he's been injured and come back. And it's getting to the point where you've got to start. Look, Tom's a great player, don't get me wrong. He's a very talented player, someone I think can make a difference to this team, but you do have to start to question his value to the team when he's constantly out injured, when he comes back and gets injured so easily. If we are really going to take this squad forward and be competitive long term, We don't need players that literally return, play a couple of games, and then get injured again. That's not what we need at all from this squad. And I do think that it is a conversation that Philippe Clement is going to have with Tom Lawrence as regards his future. Now, like I said, Lawrence and Barasic also surprisingly out before the game. I did fully expect Borna to play tonight, but I thought Ridvan did very well indeed. And I thought Ridvan was very good, did very well tonight. I thought he showed a bit more fight, a bit more battle. I thought he was quite good aerially as well for someone who's so small, allegedly. So look, but Borna has got a small muscle problem. That's what the manager said. And again, no word on how long he will be missing for. I think there's a strong likelihood we will see Ridvan again on Saturday against Dundee, which I welcome. Although I did think that Dujon Sterling did very well when he came on in the second half. He thrust forward well down the left. He defended well. He blocked some crosses very well. I thought it was a very good cameo from Dujon. Very impressed with him. And that run where Forrest dragged him down, which then Tav then puts that free kick hopelessly over the bar. That was good. That's what you want to see. And that's a part of his game that he does need to work on and develop. And I think he did that very, very well. A game where Hearts could have taken that lead, couldn't they? A great save from Jack Butland. First of all, from Lawrence Shankland, absolutely superb. And we're going to get to Jack in a minute. But a good block on the line by the captain. And I think Hearts sort of felt that point feel that perhaps they should be 1-0 up. And Rangers' first half wasn't great, was it? Passing was poor. Passing accuracy was poor. We did try to high press them, which was good. We worked hard for the first 10, 15 minutes. But then it kind of fell away a little bit. And it wasn't obviously until the 33rd minute when that man again, yes, Abdallah Sima scores another crucial goal. Now, what I liked about that, McCausland and Tavernier on the press, a breakout from a Hearts corner. Tav thrusts through the middle, head up, sees the brilliant run by Abda, as Philippe calls him. Great ball into Abdallah Sima, one touch through the keeper's legs, 1-0 Rangers. Such another good finish from Abdallah Sima. And it's interesting to listen to Philippe Clement post-match talk about the fact that they'd worked on combating the press from Hearts and combating that high press that Hearts put on when they lose the ball in training. And he talked about the fact that the goal was very much as they trained for, which was very interesting and clearly shows that Philippe Clement has a good, strong tactical mind and a good, strong analytical mind when it comes to looking at opposition teams. I thought Sima again did very well. I thought he played well. He had that second half chance that would have been disallowed because the flag went up, but Philippe Clement thought it wasn't offside, the one that went just wide. He is the best finisher. He's clinical. You just so much more confident when he is through on goal that the ball is going to nestle in the back of the net. And what's frustrating is he's not even our player. I really do hope we can come to some agreement with Brighton. I would like to see Sima try through the middle, given the struggles that Danilo is now going through. And look, I think there's going to come a point in time where we are going to have a conversation about Danilo. The chances that he missed today, the header that he put that was wayward, the chance where he takes a touch, allows Clark to get close to him, and then the shot he hits again is weak and hits Clark and bounces out. I think either he hits that first time, puts his foot through it, it ripples the net, or even with the second touch, if he just puts his foot through the ball, again, I think it goes in the back of the net. And then that miss again in the second half, again, he takes a touch where he doesn't need to. And then a weak shot blocked by the defender. Again, hit it first time. I just think that at the end of the day, Danilo needs to be more confident in front of goal. He needs to take these chances. And what's worrying me is the kind of thing that is he just getting a game because he is missing a lot of chances, but is he just getting a game because Dessers is so poor, and Roof's never fit? It is worrying. It is very worrying that this £6 million centre forward seems to miss so many chances. I don't think we need to write him off yet. I think he does show a little bit more. He did help. I think, he does come and offer for the ball. He does work hard out wide. I think, in time it could come, but he does really need to be more clinical in front of goal. He needs to show that killer instinct that he's not showing at this moment in time. But Abdallah Sima, I thought, was very good again tonight. The guy who I said was man of the match tonight was this man here. I think, again, crucial saves at crucial times. He pulls off 3 fantastic saves tonight. And, on any other day, with the goalkeeper not quite as good, those go in and Hearts possibly get a draw from that game. 3 fantastic saves. And Jack Butland been the epitome of what a Rangers goalkeeper needs to be. A Rangers goalkeeper is someone who can be pretty much a spectator for the vast majority of the game, but there will become a time when you know, that they will get a chance, won't they? The opposition will get their opportunity, and the goalkeeper needs to pull off the save, and Jack Butland does that virtually every single time. And again, tonight, a brilliant reaction save from Lawrence Shankland. There was another save in the second half. I can't remember who that was from. I think, was it Vargas, maybe? Again, some great saves by Jack Butland. I thought he was absolutely brilliant again tonight, and he is by far the signing of the summer. He is just an absolute superstar, and why he is not in the England squad, I do not know. The lad is just different class, absolute different class. He's certainly someone that, you know, that if you wanted, if you were going to sell him, and please God, don't sell him, you'd be looking at 25, 30 million for him. He is that good. He is absolutely outstanding. So full respect to Jack Butland, absolutely brilliant tonight. Yet again, another superb performance from Jack. Jose Cifuentes, I thought, did well when he came on as well tonight, worked hard, used the ball okay, you know, did well. He needs to be a bit quicker in possession. He needs to use the ball a bit quicker. I think that's his only weakness. But, you know, he got some crucial tackles in tonight. He did all right when he came on. He's probably going to have to start on Saturday, given our dearth of central midfield talent. You know, a conversation has to be had about what Bailey Rice needs to do to get in the squad. I think, you know, going into that game on Saturday against Dundee with probably no Jack, with no Raskin, with no Lawrence, you know, you're down to Cifuentes and Lundstrom there. I thought Lundstrom did okay tonight. There was a few sloppy moments, but overall, I thought he played well tonight. But look, we do need, I think, to bring Bailey Rice into the squad just because we need some options off the bench in central midfield. It is, like I said, going to have to be Cifuentes and Lundstrom on Saturday. There is literally no other options now with all the injuries we have in that position. Definitely an area that may need to be addressed. Look, the biggest area for me, though, has to be that lack of clinical cutting edge. That is the biggest concern. Like I said in the reaction video last night, it is a huge concern. Philippe Clement even said that himself. He said, we had 5 big chances. He said it should have been at least 3 goals. And I agree with him. It should have been at least 3 goals. We are not taking our chances. We are not killing teams off. And look, at times, you're going to get away with it in Scotland, playing against the likes of Livy, the likes of Dundee, the likes of St Johnstone, the likes of, you know, those clubs, Ross County. You are going to get away with that, missing chance after chance after chance, but then getting a couple, say, here and there. But, you know, going up against that lot from across the city, going up against European teams, you're not going to get away with it. And it's something we need to work on. It's something we need to be a hell of a lot more clinical in front of goal and put our chances away. And I think there is a real need in January to address that weakness that there is there with the lack of a cutting edge up front. You know, like I said, Danilo is starting to concern me. Dessers is just absolutely bloody useless. Sam Lammers is absolutely bloody useless. We do need someone, I think, to play up there. It really is that need for me. Again, full respect to Philippe Clement. You know, he said something really interesting in the press conference after the game tonight. He talked about the fact that when he'd watched the team before he came, he didn't see a team out there, which I think we all didn't see a team out there. We saw 11 individuals running around, not really having a clue what they were meant to be doing under Michael Beale. You know, he talked about the fact that he now sees a team, he now sees a dressing room ready to fight for each other. I think at times tonight there was a lot of fight, there was a lot of ball. I think Cantwell wasn't outstanding tonight, but he worked hard, he fought, he battled for the ball. McCausland the same, Lundstrom the same. You know, it was, like I said, it was a workmanlike performance. It was a get the points and down the road type of performance, which, you know, you're going to Tynecastle, they're a team in form. It's never going to be easy. You know, at the end of the day, where we are at the moment as a club, yes, I'd love to be in a position where we go with the we are Rangers, we will batter you, but we're not in that position at this moment in time. We haven't got the players. We're not developed along the Philippe Clement journey enough, but we are getting there. I think that is the biggest thing, and the optimism that Clement is taking this club in the right direction for me. Well, guys, going to leave it there for now. Obviously, keep your eyes peeled for any more videos coming out today. We'll be obviously looking at anything breaks, anything talks, any updates on injuries. We'll bring you all the latest information on. Please obviously hit the sub, help the channel to keep on growing. And on the way out, guys, as always, 2 things for me. Number 1, smash the like. And number 2, please always remember, we are the people.